Hello! In today's video, we're going to be creating a WhatsApp AI agent in n8n. Now this is quite a straightforward workflow. It only requires a couple of different nodes, a WhatsApp node and an AI agent node. But let's dive straight into it. So the first thing you need to do is click on the plus in the middle. Search on the right-hand side for WhatsApp, click on the WhatsApp Business Cloud, and click on Messages. So this is the WhatsApp trigger node. Basically, whenever you send a message, it will trigger the next step. So we'll then add the language model, the AI part to it next to this. So click on the plus again and click on, type in AI agent and click on AI agent. Cool. So now we have the trigger node, we have the AI agent node, and we will be adding, let's add in the file node, which is going to be sending the message. So we need to type in WhatsApp again, click on the WhatsApp Business Cloud node, and click on the Send Message node. So this is an outline of the whole workflow. The trigger node from WhatsApp, the AI agent that's going to be dealing with the inquiry, and then the result, which is going to be sending the message back to the user. So let's set this all up. You can see on the WhatsApp trigger node, we've got an X. So you can see all of them have X's, so they all need something done to them. So double click on the WhatsApp trigger node. You can see here highlighted in red again that we need to create credentials. So click on the credentials and click on create new credentials. So you'll see here that they're asking for a client ID and a client secret. So this can be found in the Meta Business Suite. So you need to go over to the Meta Business Suite, which is business.facebook.com, and log into your business account there. This is my unique interactions business account, which is where I do my AI automations from. So on the left-hand side, if you scroll down to settings, click on settings, it will take you into the settings area. On the left-hand side, go to the accounts and then down to apps. So we have to create a new app to connect to our n8n workflow. So click on add and click on create a new app ID. Add in a app name. We're going to use n8n test, and we're going to use my business email, which is james@uniqueinteractions.com, and click next. Now here you need to add use cases. At the bottom you can see there is a WhatsApp one. That's not the one we're actually going to be using. There is a much more simpler way of doing it. So we need to go down to click on all and go right down to the bottom and click on other. Click next. And then click on business and next. And then if all the information is correct, create the app. Type in your password. Type in the correct password. And that's the basics of your app done. So now we're going to want to go to the app settings, click on basic. Now here we have the app ID and the app secret we need to copy over. So copy over the app ID, go back to your n8n workflow and paste it in, then go back and grab the app secret. Paste that into the client secret and click save. If it's all set up correctly, you'll see a green box here saying connection tested successfully. So that's the first part of WhatsApp set up correctly. We now need to set up the second WhatsApp node. So double click on the send message node, and here we have to create new credentials because it's a different type of node. There's a trigger node and this is the main sort of node. So click on create new credentials again. And this time you need to use the access token and the business ID account. So we need to go back to Meta. And this time we're going to have to go back to the dashboard. And scroll down until you see WhatsApp on the right hand side and click on Setup. can see on the left-hand side, you have this WhatsApp menu option. If you click on API Setup, or you can click on the Start Using API button. And here we click on Generate Access Token. We need to make sure it's all set up correctly, go through, and here we select the account that we want to use. So I've got a test WhatsApp business account, but you may need to set one up here, but usually there is one already in there. So click Continue and Save. And now we have the access token. So click Copy here, go back to your n8n workflow and paste it in. Now the business account ID, let's go back to Meta, is actually the WhatsApp business account ID. Copy that over and paste it into your workflow. Click Save. And you can see again, connection tested successfully. So that is now all working correctly. Now here we require a phone number. Now we've already set up a test phone number. So we were clicking on that one. And then we're going to type in a number to receive the messages. I'm going to use my own number, but remember to add in your country code, otherwise it will not work. Here at the bottom, we've got the text body. At the moment, we're just going to type in hello, because that's going to be what we're going to be sending to the user. And that all looks like it's set up correctly. Now we've still got an X on the AI agent, so we need to set that up. You can see that we need to add a chat model. So I like to use ChatGPT. So let's go to OpenAI and use the OpenAI chat model. I mean, you can use other models as well. Any account that you have set up, you can connect to it here. But I have an OpenAI account, so I like to use that. So click on that. And here again, you also need to set up your own credentials. You can claim free credits to test this out, but I'm going to skip that because I already have an API account and everything, so I'm quite happy to use that for the moment. So go down and create new credentials. Now here we need an API key. So now you have to go over to the openai.com/API and click Login on the top right hand corner and go down and click on API Platform. This is a slightly different location to where you usually access ChatGPT, so you need to make sure you follow that exactly. If you then go up to the top right hand corner, click on Settings, go over to the left-hand menu and click on API Keys. Go to the top right-hand corner and click on Create New Secret Key. Give it a name. Select the project you want to add it to, and create key. Great, so now copy that key over and take it over to n8n and paste it in. You don't need anything else for this, so just click Save. And you can see that connection is all set up correctly as well. Brilliant, so that is the fundamentals of what we need to do. So let's see if we're missing anything. So I'm going to execute the workflow. So we can see now at the bottom, it is now waiting for a trigger event. Great, so I have just connected my phone and my WhatsApp account, and I have typed in the WhatsApp test number that we set up. So now we're still waiting for a trigger event, so I'm going to send a message and see what happens. Cool, so I have sent hi. We can see there is a problem. It says no prompt specified, and it's in the AI agent. So let's click on the AI agent. Cool, so here we go. Here's the issue. So let's go through and click on Define Below, because we want to define the message that we're going to send onto the LLM, onto ChatGPT. So because we've now run it, we actually have all this information that came from the WhatsApp trigger, all the information that was sent through. We want to go down and attach the body here, because this is the body of the message that was sent from WhatsApp. I'm also going to type in before that some instructions. Answer this message. Cool. So that is now looking all okay. Click Save. Still got an X there. But let's click execute workflow and try again. Okay, so now there was a WhatsApp app ID already has this webhook subscription issue. So let's have a look at this. This all looks okay. So I'm going to go back over to Meta. I have set up the correct number here already. I'm also going to add in my number here just to make sure it's all working okay. And then now I'm going to click execute workflow again and type in hi. That time it did work. So that's what we were missing. So make sure you add that in. Cool. So we can see that we got a reply back. Hello. So that is brilliant. Now, the send message is only ever going to send hello. So we now need to connect the output from the language model from ChatGPT. So let's drag that over. Do the workflow. I've cleared the messages to make it nice and clean. And I'm going to type hi. Brilliant. So now it says, hello, how can I help you today? So it has updated. I did notice I had everything live, so it was causing an issue before, but just doing once with the execute workflow seemed to be okay. So now, if I actually do make it live again, now if I type hi, okay, so we have this issue of multiple messages coming through because the workflow doesn't understand what it classes as a new message. Because when we send a message back at the end, it's then going back through to the trigger. The trigger's thinking, oh, I've got a new message, which is actually the message that was sent through the workflow. So it goes on this loop all the way through. A way to get around this is to add memory. But we need to make sure that we've run the workflow once and it's all green so that we can extract the inputs from it that we're going to use. But ours is green, so we're going to click on memory, click on simple memory. I'm going to change this to 20 because the context window is basically how far in the past it will look to get its data to answer a question. And on the left here, we've got the WhatsApp trigger, and we want to use the phone number. So we go down to the phone number, and sorry, I've forgotten the step. We have to change the session ID to define below. This is because the database then uses this ID, which is going to be the phone number, to then pull the previous messages so that it knows how to respond to those. So let's drag that in and put in the key. This also fixes the problem because the language model then requires a new message from this particular ID. And if it doesn't get it, it won't respond. So you don't get that repeated message issue again and again. Let's close that. And now it's active again. So I'm going to save. Okay, and I'm going to go all the way back down to the bottom, and let's try this again. That all seems to be working okay. And it will keep that memory. So if I then ask it now, what is 2 plus 2? It should answer. Then, what was the last question? So we can see that it is remembering the previous question. So that's great for a customer service robot, customer service bot, that then can understand what a customer has said in the past, then be able to provide a much better answer. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe. And if there's an automation that you want me to do, just let me know in the comments. I'm always here to help.